So yeah, my name is Chris Unrau, owner of Precision Land Solutions, Winkler Canvas. I'm very concerned about the changes that have been proposed to our tax code. Some of the changes that concern me the most would be along the lines of the complexity that's being associated with these tax changes. Our businesses already spend a lot of time and energy and money trying to interpret the tax code, trying to be compliant. What I see coming with these changes is even more complexity, and with the burden of interpretation being put on the taxpayer, if you don't interpret it correctly or your accountant doesn't interpret it correctly, the burden and the fines to be imposed on you could be just absolutely enormous and devastating. So that's one of the problems that I have with the proposed changes. But in principle, the three things that I understand that the government is targeting, being income sprinkling, passive income, and capital gains, I see those as being very, very problematic for small businesses and for the entrepreneurial community. Small business owners like myself, we're wired to grow our businesses. That's what we want to do. And growing our businesses means increasing the tax base. It means hiring more people, spending more money in our communities. And with these changes that are being proposed, I know for myself, I will be reconsidering some of my investments. I know for myself, it's incredibly tempting to look in other jurisdictions. We're 14 miles north of the US border. There's an enormous marketplace. They're very welcoming to business. They're looking for more investment. And I really have to look at my family and what's going to be best for our family in the long run. And for myself, it's very tempting to look at that marketplace, and I think it's going to be very tempting for a lot of Canadian small businesses. And that really scares me because the more businesses and business owners that think like myself, it means potential utter devastation for our entrepreneurial community, for small businesses, and really for the middle class. And that's what this debate ultimately comes down to, is what's going to help the middle class. The government wants to see the middle class improve their status, their living status, and they want to tax the 1%. And unfortunately, with the changes that are being proposed, I don't see them accomplishing that goal. And in fact, I see them creating a lot of harm along the way. Another concern I have is how Canadian doctors are being targeted through these potential changes. And again, I think for a doctor, even more so than for a small business owner, the lure of working in another jurisdiction is going to be so enormous. It's going to be almost to the point where they can't do it. They can't not do it. And I think we're going to lose a lot of Canadian doctors, and I think our medical system is going to be quite burdened by the changes that are going on, or the changes that are proposed. So I think as far as the middle class goes, they're the ones that are going to be the big losers in this, and I just don't see that this is going to be a positive change for our country.